Hello children, today we begin now with exercise 3.4. I hope you have completed whatever I had asked you to write and you are ready to begin with the exercise. First question, in figure 3.56, in a circle with center O, length of chord AB is equal to the radius of the circle. Find the measures of the following. So you are only given a circle with center O. There is a chord AB which is equal to the radius of the circle. Means what? The radius is OA or OB. So you have a triangle AOB wherein OA equal to OB equal to AB. So if all three sides of a triangle are congruent, what kind of a triangle does it make? It makes an equilateral triangle, right? And if it is an equilateral triangle, we know that all three sides are equal and all angles are 60 degrees. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 60 degrees. That's the first part of your question. Second is to find angle ACB. Angle ACB we know is half of measure of angle AOB by inscribed angle theorem. Therefore, half of 60 degrees, answer 30 degrees. The third question is to find arc AB. Now arc AB is equal to angle AOB according to the definition of measure of minor arc. Therefore, angle AOB is 60 degrees and therefore arc AB is also 60 degrees. The fourth question was to find out arc ACB. We know measure of arc ACB plus measure of arc AB equal to 360 degrees because it's a measure of a circle. Therefore, measure of arc ACB plus 60 degrees is 360 and therefore measure of arc ACB is equal to 300 degrees. Okay, so that's the first question for you. Second question is like this. In figure 3.57, quadrilateral PQRS is cyclic. When you know it's a cyclic quadrilateral, what do you know about the opposite angles? That they are supplementary. Okay, you are given side PQ is congruent to side RQ. Angle PSR is 110 and you have to find the remaining 4 questions that they have asked you. So let's see how to do it. Now, since side PQ is congruent to side RQ, mark the congruent sides, and since the sides are equal, the angles opposite to them are equal, I have marked it as X and X. Okay. Now the first question is to find out measure of angle PQR. Now, for this particular question, you can ignore the first 2 lines. Okay, start from the third. Quadrilateral PQRS is cyclic. Therefore, angle PSR plus angle PQR is 180 degrees because opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So angle PSR you know is 110. Therefore, subtracted from 180, your answer is 70 degrees. So angle PQR is equal to 70 degrees. Second question is to find measure of the arc PQR. Now angle PSR is equal to half of measure of arc PQR by inscribed angle theorem. We know angle PSR is 110. Now cross multiply it with 2, you get measure of arc PQR as 220 degrees. The third question is to find measure of the arc QR. Okay, measure of the arc QR. Now we know in triangle PQR, X plus X plus angle PQR is 180 degrees in triangle PQR because sum of all angles is 180. Now 2x plus angle PQR is 180 degrees. Now angle PQR is 70 degrees. We have got it from 1. Therefore, I get 2x is equal to 110 and therefore x angle RPQ is 55 degrees. Okay. Now angle RPQ is half measure of the arc QR by inscribed angle theorem. So 55 degrees is half measure of arc QR and cross multiplying it, you get measure of arc QR is 110 degrees. The fourth question is angle PRQ. We know it is equal to angle RPQ from point 2 and therefore your answer is 55 degrees. Okay. So with that we finish question number 2. We go to question number 3. Question number 3 is very simple. Quadrilateral MRPN is cyclic. Angle R is given, angle N is given. Find the measures of angle R and N. Now angle R and angle N are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral and therefore they should be supplementary by theorem of cyclic quadrilateral. Substitute the values. 5x and 4x is 9x, minus 13 plus 4 is minus 9. Take it to the other side. You get 9x is 189, x is 21. Substituted, angle R is 5x minus 13, substitute x as 21. You get your answer 92 degrees. Similarly, angle N you get 88 degrees. Okay, so that's question number 3. Now in question number 4, what are you given? You are given a figure like this. RS is the diameter of a circle with center O. Point T lies in the exterior of the circle. So this is all that is given. You have to prove angle RTS is an acute angle. So for construction, what we do is join RT and TS. Let RT intersect the circle at point P, join PS. That's the construction. So that I have done it in dotted lines for you to understand what is given in the figure and what is the construction. Now prove angle RPS is 90 degrees. Reason, it is an angle inscribed in a semicircle. In triangle TSP, take all the three angles, angle TPS plus angle TSP plus angle PTS. The sum should be equal to 180 degrees because sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now angle TPS is 90 degrees. Why? Because you are given RPS is 90. So by linear pair theorem, the other angle will be 90. So 90 plus the other two angles is 180. So sum of the other two angles is 180 minus 90, which is 90. Now, if one of those angles is 90, the sum of the other two angles have to be 90. It is understood that both the angles should be less than 90 and therefore they will be acute. And hence angle PTS. Now, if you look at PTS, I can also write it as angle RTS. Why? Because R dash P dash T, they lie on a straight line. And therefore I prove angle RTS is acute. Okay. Next, we go to question number 5. Now question number 5, prove that any rectangle is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. Now this I have not done it for you, but I am going to explain how to do it. It's a very, very simple sum and you will do it yourself. So when I say prove that any rectangle is a cyclic quadrilateral, you're going to draw a rectangle, mark it as ABCD, mark all its angles 90 degrees. You know, in a rectangle, all angles are 90 degrees. Now, what will you write for given? Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. What must you prove? That quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic. Now, how will you write the proof? Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. So, all angles, angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D is 90 degrees. Now, I take opposite angles. Angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 plus 90, 180 degrees. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic by the converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Okay, children, I think you will be easily able to do this on your own. It's a very simple sum. We go to question number 6. Again, this is a very simple sum. Pay attention. You're going to do this yourself. In figure 3.59, altitudes YZ and XT of triangle WXY intersect at P. Prove that quadrilateral WZPT is cyclic. Now, how will you prove it is cyclic? What is the condition? To prove it is cyclic, opposite angles should be 90 degrees. Should be supplementary. Together, it should be supplementary. So if I take quadrilateral WZPT, angle WZP plus angle WTP is equal to 90 plus 90, 180 degrees. Converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Therefore, quadrilateral WZPT is cyclic. That's all. That's the first part. Now, to prove points X, Z, T, Y are concyclic, children, do you remember the theorem that we learned? I had asked you to write. See, go to page number 70. Now this theorem, if 2 points on a given line subtend equal angles at 2 distinct points which lie on the same side of the line, then the 4 points are concyclic. You're going to write this theorem as the reason for it. That's all. So your question, so this is your question number 6. Prove points X, Z, T, Y are concyclic. You will say angle X, Z, Y equal to angle XTY equal to 90 degrees. They are equal. And now you will write down the theorem. If 2 points on a given line subtend equal angles at 2 distinct points which lie on the same side of the line, then the 4 points are concyclic. So you need to write that theorem, and hence the points are concyclic. So again, it's a very simple question. You will be able to do it on your own. We go to question number 7. You have this figure given. Arc NS is 125, arc EF is 37. You have to find out measure of angle NMS. So to do that, we directly apply this formula. This is what you had written as points number 9 and 10. So half of measure of arc NS minus measure of arc EF. So half of 125 minus 37, which is 88, and so final answer 44. Now question number 8. The figure is given to you. You are supposed to find out what is angle ABE. It's a direct application of the formula again. Half of measure of arc AE plus measure of the arc BC. You are given arc AE as 95. So BC you have to find out. Cross multiply 108 into 2 is 216 minus 95. Your answer is 121 degrees. So that's question number 8. Okay. Now with that we have finished all questions of this exercise up to 8. Okay, only 5 and 6 I have told you to do it on your own, write down. Now there was this one question which I had told that I'll be explaining to you. That is, yeah, an exterior angle of, do you remember the theorem that I had told you to write the proof on your own? I'll explain to you what that corollary was. I hope you all have tried it out. This was the corollary. An exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to the angle opposite to its adjacent interior angle. So, adjacent interior angle. Now, this is how it needs to be proved. This is a cyclic quadrilateral ABCD. The exterior angle of this cyclic quadrilateral is angle BCE. You have to prove that this angle is congruent to the angle opposite to the adjacent interior angle. So which is the angle which is adjacent to it? Angle 2. Angle 1 BCE is the exterior angle. The angle adjacent to it is angle BCD, which is angle 2. The angle opposite to it is angle BAC, that is angle 3. Now what must you prove? Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. That is, the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to the angle opposite to its adjacent interior angle. So according to the theorem, we have to prove angle 1 congruent to angle 3. Okay. Now I have, just to make it easy for you, I have written it as 1, 2 and 3. You can understand this way, but finally when you write it in your classwork, please do write it as angle BCE is congruent to angle BAD, and write it in proper with those letters. Okay. Now I have written it like this. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degrees. What is the reason? Linear pair. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degrees. What's the reason? Cyclic quadrilateral. So opposite angles are supplementary. Right hand sides are equal, therefore equate the left hand sides. Angle 2 gets cancelled, angle 1 equal to angle 3. When you write it down, write angle BCE plus angle BCD is 180 degrees. Angle BCD plus angle BAD is 180 degrees. Equate both, cancel out angle BCD, and therefore you get angle BCE equal to angle BAD. Children, I hope it is clear now. Okay, with that we finish exercise 3.4. I hope you have understood all the questions clearly. Okay, that's it. Thank you, children.